You guys really thought I was going to let Karim get away with it that easily? You're very mistaken. In fact, let's just blow the lid on who Karim is. First of all, let's start off with the fact that you tell everyone, or at least allow everyone to be under the impression that you're 18 years old. You would tell everyone you were 17, then recently 18. And weirdly enough, here is a picture of you from 9 years ago. 9 years ago, dated 2014. 9 entire years, and in this picture I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and say you look about 13. Now, other people that have seen the photo think you look older, they reckon you look 14 or 15, but I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and say you're only 13 in this picture. That would mean 9 years on you are 22 years old, so you're lying about your age. Lying about your age on the internet to a group of children to shell a program. Next. Now let's consider the fact that you tell everyone that you're natural and have never used. However, this picture that you have from a little photo you did with Turbo and your friend Denise shows your excessive back knee and the amount of spots that you have on your back, which is a clear indicator of steroid use. But Jim Reaper, you're a liar, you're not natural, blah blah blah, you lie to all your fans. Everyone, here are my bloods. Enjoy them, look at them, soak them in. Sadly, whether you like it or not, these bloods are only 3 weeks old, and in the last 3 weeks I have inclined 260 kilo, shoulder press 230 kilo, and continued to prove feats of strength that only people on gear, apparently, according to you guys, can be done. Well, this shows that I'm natural and I haven't been taking gear and I haven't just come off a course. So I don't know what it is you want me to do, but everyone that's asked for these bloods, I've sent them to. I'm natural. However, Karim's got a lot of back knee. I could play Dr. Dot on it. And now let's just recap on yesterday's events. So you admitted it was a 10 kilo barbell, then you used a video showing it was a 10 kilo barbell. When I looked at the barbell on the internet, it's the Eleiko 10 kilo powerlifting technique bar, which is 10 kilos in weight and is registered to hold a max weight of 40 kilo. Interesting. So why have I got screenshots here of you using it with 100 kilo, with 140 kilo, with 180 kilo? Maybe because the plates on the bar are not 20 kilo. They're bumper plates that are lighter than what you are telling people. Simple as that. How would you know this? Why would you assume that? Well, how is it that Hercules, your friend, a guy who is much smaller than you with a much smaller frame, who is actually 16 or 17, can do the same kind of weights on that bar with those plates? It's weird. So can Denise. He can clap 100 kilo at 17. Weird. It's not 100 kilo, it's much less, and the bar is lighter, and it's much less, and we all know you're full of shit. Let's also not forget that you said yesterday you would prefer I fly out next month, and that the offer was for next month and not next week because you are injured and are struggling with pressing. You said that I can't fly out next week, and I had to wait till next month and just take the offer, and that was your challenge. But isn't it interesting how in DMs to me you admitted that you are ready to do a 90 kilo calibrated press on one arm next week? That's weird. So if I don't fly out and I delete the videos, you're willing to do it yourself next week without me there. But if I do fly out next week, it's not okay for next week and it has to be 1 month's time. Is it because you intend to blast gear for a month, Karim? Is that why? Because we already know that you take gear now. So is it because you intend to blast gear for a month to try and get your bench up before I come out there? Because clearly you're capable of doing 90 kilo on one arm next week, which by the way isn't 100 kilo and it isn't 225 pounds and it's not the way that you tell everyone it is, and it's arguably probably much lighter. Here's a video of you literally struggling with 100 kilo and then doing it for reps, but the plates have changed. Genuinely, if by this point you are one of his fans and you are still in my comments going, you are just jealous, you are just me. Shut up, you clowns, you actual clowns. Jealous of what? I am one of the best bench pressers on the planet. What am I jealous of? What I am is looking out for young people that are buying programs off a guy that is faking his strength. That is all I am. Okay, I'm actually looking out for you guys. But I do not care anymore if you go and buy his program, because if you do, you deserve to lose your money. You are that dumb. Have fun. Karim is a fraud. His whole account is pretty much a fraud. Half of his lifts, quite literally, are all fake or not the number that he says they are. He isn't natural, and he's older than what he says he is, or at least allows people to believe he is. All of that combined lets me know that he is not the type of guy I would like to look up to in the fitness community. But you guys do you. Oh, but Jim Reaper, what about all of his machine stuff? He's so strong. Okay, Here's Hercules, his young, much smaller friend, doing the rows on the same machine that Kareem uses for all of his chest pressing movements, where he makes people stand on the stack and does crazy stuff and blah 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 blah. So Hercules doing them with ease, with someone standing on the stack. That's right. Like I always say to you guys, literal kids can do these machines, bro. It doesn't make you strong. So, to close out this expose of Kareem, we know that number one, you are at least 21 or 22 years old, in my opinion. I think you're probably 22. You look about 14, 13 in that picture, so I'm going to say you're 22. So you're lying about your age to your fans. Number two, we know that you're blasting gear. How? Well, one, you've got back knee beyond belief. Two, you're 18, 22 probably, but you look about 35. That hairline is, you look stressed, dude. You look stressed. You look like you've been through a lot, and I'm assuming it's because you're having to keep up this consistent lie that you've got going on TikTok about how strong you are. Number three, we know that you're lying about an injury now, because you said it had to be next month for me to fly out to witness you do the one-arm presses because you were injured. However, you can now do it next week if I don't fly out and we delete the videos. Weird. And number four, I'm going to say that 10 kilo barbell is a 10 kilo barbell, but the bumper plates that you put on there are definitely like 20 kilo, because we've seen that the bar is tested to 40 kilo. And not only is it tested to 40 kilo, but we have witnessed you put weights up to 180 kilo on the same bar. Apparently, that is because obviously if it was 180 kilo, you would be damaging the bar, and the bar would have clear signs of bending and damage because you are putting on over 4 times the amount of max stress testing the bar is recommended for. Therefore, I'm going to conclude that everything about Kareem is about as full of shit as I was here in this clip from a few months ago after a nice session. Kareem, the best thing that you can do now, dude, honestly, is just come clean. Come out, be honest about the fact that you have lied about the weights that you use on videos. And I know that you're trying to be very careful with the wording, because you admitted to me in DMs that you are going to do a video where you apologise for using weights in videos that are not real. But then you only mention the barbell in your story post. Okay, come out, tell the truth. We know that the shoulder presses aren't the weight that you say they are. And when I say we, you know that I definitely know that, because I have the same shoulder press in my gym, which means I know you're a fraud straight away. Number two, tell the truth about the bumper plates that you're using. You are not the strongest man in the world, so stop trying to give people the impression that you are. You are selling programs to children. It's not okay. Just come clean, dude. Tell the truth, and maybe, just maybe, I'll still have a sliver of respect for you after this if you just tell the truth.